Ravenwood is small town northwest Missouri. Our school district is 2 communities combined. I have 1 6th grade class, I have 1 7th grade, 1 8th grade, and those classes are not more than 24 students. I found MySciLife purely by accident. I was doing an internet search just looking for some awesome ideas for my science classroom. It showed up in one of my links to go to Teacher First website. There was an opportunity for MySciLife to apply to be a part of the pilot program, and I took that to my administration, and my principal said, go for it, and I did, and I am so glad I did.
I started MySciLife in 6th grade. Our teacher, Miss Bredlow, she was just starting to introduce MySciLife, and I just fell in love with it because we got to create our own characters, and it was interesting. I liked it.
Creating your identity was probably one of the best parts. I was Trixie the Trumpeter Swan in our first unit. Definitely a different way of learning. Many different ways of learning throughout the entire program.
We can comment on other kids' posts to see how they are doing. And then we also commented on our own classmates. We had a banter back and forth.
I approached it with, have you ever thought what it would be like to be an animal? They were pretty inquisitive about it, and I just took it from there and said, you get to be.
It was kind of like Facebook in a way, like you type on the website as if you were the volcano itself. You have your own personality as the volcano.
You can't just get on MySciLife and post something. You have to put thought and research into it.
You would speak in first person as if you were that being, and you would learn more about what you are and help other people learn about what it is.
When you start it, you're just like, oh, this is gonna be extremely hard. And then when you start doing it and actually researching it, you discover new things and new ways of doing stuff on computers, and it makes it a whole lot easier.
What's going on with your volcano? With you, okay? You did the other day, you have a little rumbling going on. I chose to be a part of MySciLife because I wanted them using technology more. I really felt like it was going to become very integral to everything in their lives. And if I could prepare them by doing fun things like this, it was going to set them on the right track for high school, for college, and beyond that.
One of the things we were really excited about was the idea of having students use the tools that they play with every day. And we loved the idea of having them be able to use those tools in a safe environment where they could interact and have that interaction take place around learning and around science. We also wanted a platform that would secretly promote digital citizenship. That means things like providing a space to put a citation under the image that you've found online and that you've used.
In this generation, it's more about computers and technology, and we all know it's just going to get more advanced. So I think it would better the students' knowledge and help them learn more about technology.
I think that my students became more actively engaged with MySciLife because they actually became the experts. They had to go out and they did the research. It became their own. And the more you can give kids ownership, the more they take pride in their education.
MySciLife has all these activities. I learn by activities and doing instead of just sitting in the classroom and writing notes, and I think it helps us better to actually visualize and do it.
I think that MySciLife did help me learn more about volcanoes because we were able to go in depth with our answers.
I get more excited when I go to science class. I'm like, yes, MySciLife. I get to see what other people put and if they read it and see what they commented back.
And I think it's better than a good old science class because it's not just you're reading out of a book about cells. You're actually going and processing the information in your brain. That way it stays with you more likely.
Just for me personally, when we read out of books, I disengage and don't engage in any conversations that we have because I just get lost and it confuses me. But when I'm at my own pace looking things up, finding things out about that subject, and then other people on MySciLife ask you questions and make you think about what you're going to answer, or maybe look something up that you might have never thought about in just a regular classroom.
I think I'm a better writer doing MySciLife because my mistakes and my grammar are seen by people if my teacher doesn't catch it. So I'm thinking carefully about what I write and how I'm wording things and make sure I'm putting in the right information where it goes.
My students and I talk, we can't imagine what our classes would have been like these last 5 years without it. It's causing them to want to go out and learn more. Their confidence in communicating has improved. I also see that they're more comfortable with themselves and their knowledge, and they have learned that if I don't know the answer, I'm going to go find it. They are able to find their niche through some of these things and be themselves.
MySciLife, it's made me question about what I want to do after school. I've been thinking about being a farmer and been wanting to do that since I was a little boy, and now I'm starting to question it if I want to be a conservation agent around the area and do soils and stuff, because I like being in agriculture.
I want to be a pediatrician, which I know will take a lot of schooling, and the science will help behind that.
MySciLife is a really important tool for my students and me because given the size school district we're in, funding is tight. And given the state of funding for education, the things that we can get that help us out, and if anything, gives us a jumping off point where we feel comfortable and can continue out on our own somewhat. That's what I think it's really done for us.
MySciLife is a great opportunity to get involved in. I believe that every teacher and every school and every student should be involved with it because this is a lifetime experience and they don't know what they're missing out on.
MySciLife, social learning for middle school science. From the Source for Learning.